let's just jump right into things because I am tired of looking at this naked puffy face. I feel like we haven't chit-chatted, caught up in a while, and I love the makeup look that I'm doing today. It's kind of been my go-to, I would say, over the past few weeks. I just really love how all of these products have come together and how they look, and I love the way that my makeup has been turning out. The product that I just used is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, which I swear by this. Absolutely love this product. It is such a great little drugstore find. It is one of my favorites in terms of like, it's not a primer, but I guess I use it as a primer. I really like this as like my base before I put on my foundation. It adds such a nice glow, kind of evens everything out, and it's just like 10 out of 10. It's also hydrating. I just love how it feels on the skin. And then I'm using one of my favorites, the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I am obsessed with this. You guys, was downgraded from my rouge status. Sad, I know. So I will be able to shop the sale starting tomorrow. Patiently awaiting for that to open up. It kind of makes so much sense why I was downgraded to just VIB, because quite frankly, I'm sent so much product. I have a lot of makeup, and I tend to split my purchases up between Sephora, Ulta, Target, just depending on what I need, what the product is, what is most convenient at the time. But all that to say, I know that Makeup Forever has the new foundation out, which is like the dewy version of this one, and I am dying to try that out. So I have that in my cart. I will be grabbing it tomorrow when I can get my little 15% off. Obviously, we can do another makeup video once that comes in so I can share. I personally feel like the shade match is really good. I use 2 and 2 I really like how it matches up, and my face doesn't really have too much self tanner on it right now, but especially when my face has like its normal amount of self tanner that I have on it, I use gradual tanning drops, then it is especially perfect. So that is always nice. I've actually been loving the Hourglass concealer again. I just hadn't picked this up in so long, but I feel like this is very potent. It's really brightening. I have the shade Cotton. So you don't need a lot of this, which is good because it's pricey. But I feel like there's a lot to catch you all up on. I know not everybody is into like the pregnancy and baby content, but I mean, it's very much like kind of my life right now. So it feels weird to just ignore it, not talk about it. I'm 25 weeks right now as I film this video, which is crazy. Time feels like it's flying, but also, I'm kind of like, I can't believe I still have to wait for July to get here for baby to arrive. We're having a boy, by the way. I really haven't done a good job at keeping my YouTube family updated, just because I haven't really gotten a good pulse on if you all are interested in like hearing about it and all of that. So I've shared most of my updates and things on Instagram primarily, and then TikTok a little bit as well. But we're having a boy. If I haven't shared that with you guys, I think I might have mentioned it in like a one-off try on haul or something like that. But baby boy is coming in July, and my second trimester has been so well. I feel really good. I've had great energy. Appetite is fully back. I haven't been sick or anything. Like, I've just felt amazing, and I really hope it stays that way. Truly, that would be the best. So we shall see, but I am just in like this giddy happy phase right now. Like, life is good. I feel so happy and thankful, and I am really looking forward to this next chapter and just starting my little family. Like, that is so exciting to me. I did a little community post the other day just to kind of get a feel and sense of the content that you all wanted to see from me, and kind of broke it out by categories too, to get a sense of like, you know, would you all prefer more fashion and all of that. But if you missed that post or didn't see it or just want to elaborate, like, definitely feel free to let me know what kind of content on my page is resonating most with you. If that is everything, that is so great. I love that. If it's more of just fashion, cool. If you are into if you have any interest in some of like the lifestyle aspects, like baby things, let me know, just so I can get a feel and like a sense of what to incorporate, what to kind of not share as much of, if that makes sense. It's just always so helpful to hear from you guys. So this blush is another favorite. Absolutely love it. Like I grab for this constantly. It's the Man-Eater blush from Tarte in the shade Pink. Like it's just so glowy. I love the formula of it. Love how it looks. Love how it layers with other products. And the color is just like perfect every single time. I am obsessed. So I can't recommend this enough. And I use this all the time. I am running low. I can see I'm like down here, but this has lasted me so long. Running out of my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. But I've gone back to using this setting powder all over my face. For a while, I had kind of switched it up and was using the Givenchy one, but I've been loving this. Again, I don't know if it's because like the weather has changed a little bit, or I've just made some adjustments with my skincare routine so my under eyes aren't as dry, but like this has been working very well for me, which I'm so happy about because it's always been my tried and true. And I'm someone who sets my whole face. I don't like leaving anything wet, just because I feel like that is giving your makeup room for error, room to just kind of like pick up and move during the day. And I really want everything to stay in place. So if you've been around a while, you kind of know like my technique has always been to set my entire face, and then I bring back more of that glow to give my skin some life with good powder products, which can be done. And then I shared, I think in my March favorites that I just restocked on this bronzer. It is one of my favorites. It's just so stunning. I need to kind of go through all of my makeup brushes. I have a lot, and I kind of just need to revamp some of them. Some of them I've had for a long time, and like I clean my brushes. It's not that they're in bad shape, it's just it's probably time to explore and maybe get my hands on some new ones. So let me know if you guys have any favorites. A lot of my brushes are like a hodgepodge, but I would say majority of my eyeshadow brushes are 1000% Sigma. I love Sigma eyeshadow brushes. They're amazing. For face brushes, I have some Sigma brushes. I have some Eco Tools, some Real Techniques, some Luxie brushes. I love my Luxie brushes. And then just some like one-off ones, like some random ones from Wet n Wild, things like that. I've heard a lot of good things. I think it's called BK Beauty, about BK Beauty. Let me know if you guys have them, if you've heard of them. I'm trying to figure out like what I should try out. Okay, and then this blush, you guys, it's so gorge. This is also Fenty, and this is Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. But I've really just been using the blush side because it has some shimmer in it. It gives such a good glow. So it's really just this side that I've been using. This one is pretty too, but it has like a little bit of like thick glitter in it. So, oh my God, I'm wearing white pants, so that would have been really bad if this blush went all over them. So I think it just depends on the look that you're going for, but I honestly just love the shine and the glow that this gives. And the color is stunning. I think it adds a really pretty like flush and pop to the cheeks. I just was going through my vanity one day and realized I had this, and I was like, wait, I used to love this. Let's break it back out. So I'm just taking translucent powder on a fluffy brush and tapping that over because my foundation was wet under here. It hadn't been set, and I do the same on my neck because I bring my foundation down my neck and I don't want to leave that product wet either. I like to set it. In these brows, I felt like my brows were struggling at the beginning of pregnancy. Like I can't explain it. I actually don't know if it's a thing or what, but I felt like my brows were shedding a little bit. I can't remember if I told you guys that. It was the strangest thing, but I feel like we're on the up and up. I feel like they're doing okay right now. Same with my lashes. I had a little stage in my first trimester where I felt like my lashes were also shedding a bit, which was so bizarre. But I feel like we are back on track. A little nervous for postpartum, not gonna lie, just because I know some people have issues with their hair, some don't. So we'll see, but hopefully, you know, we can just figure it out. Overall, I mean, I'm excited for the rest of the year and everything that's to come. I know it will be a lot of changes. There will be like a lot of adjusting, but compared to last year, you guys, I feel like last year was a flop year for me. I don't know how else to explain it. There was so much good that happened. There was so much good, like professionally, that happened and within my business and all of that, and that was amazing. But then personally, I just felt like I was struggling. I was struggling so hard, mainly because of the miscarriage. I just felt very thrown off by that. My body was out of whack, and then I felt like that mentally made me feel out of whack. Physically, I felt off. I've kind of touched on this a little bit, but that just, I mean, lasted way longer than I was anticipating, so I just felt like it kept dragging on throughout the year. So in a sense, I mean, I know it's probably weird to hear, but I kind of feel like these past few months I've been getting my sparkle back, so to speak, which I would have never expected to feel that way during pregnancy, you know? But I've been feeling really good, and I've been feeling, you know, I feel like I've had really good energy. I mentally feel so great. Physically, I mean, I feel great. My body's obviously changing. I have a bump, but like I still feel, I don't know, just revived, re-energized, re-excited about things. I'm kind of in this place where like the experience that I went through last year was so difficult and so hard. I really cannot express how hard it was on my body. I kind of am in this mindset of like, I did that, I can do anything, which maybe is naive or way too optimistic, but if that's the case, just let me stay there for a little bit. I feel like I'm hopping around so much between like sharing life updates and talking through my makeup and the products. I think it's kind of fun to hop about because I don't always want my tutorials to be so like product heavy and focused. And sometimes I just want to sit down and chit chat and have like girl talk and feel like I'm talking to my friends, like we're on FaceTime, you know? But this little palette, I'm finally moving on to eyeshadow. This is just the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeshadow quad. It is so beautiful. I've wanted this for a really long time, and I got a package from them and this was in it, so I was very, very, very excited. I've been using this a lot. Like honestly, I know the colors look very pinky toned, but I think they're so stunning. They're like my perfect eyeshadow shades. So I've been grabbing for this quite a bit since I got it in. I take the darkest matte shade and I like that as a crease color. I think it's really, really pretty. Then I've been taking this matte pinky shade. I put a little on my finger and then I just kind of dust it onto my lid, but I like to focus on the middle to outer corner. I leave the inner corner open because I kind of like it brighter. I just feel like, I don't know, I just like that look better. And it adds some definition to the eye without feeling too heavy for my preferences. The brush that I'm using right now is just the same brush that I used on my crease. I just go through to help diffuse any lines or anything like that. And I kind of like to flick it out just to bring things upwards a little. You know me, I love pretty but simple eye looks that don't involve like a ton of steps. So that's just two colors that I used. And then the third one is this little shimmer shade here, and I just do a little on my inner corner. The only other thing that I do before I move on to mascara is just add a little shadow liner. So I need to grab a palette for that. I forgot that. I will honestly use brown eyeshadow from any palette. Lately I've just been grabbing this one from this ColourPop palette that I have. It works great. It's called Double Shot, and any angled brush will do. I will say, depending on the size of the brush, that definitely is going to make a difference on how your wing comes out. If you want something that's like super defined and really tight, then I would say the Sigma EO6 would be your best option. This is just a little Wet n Wild brush. It's definitely like a little fuller, a little thicker. So if you want something that is I don't know, slightly bolder, more diffused, not super defined, I will grab this one. And then for mascara, I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. This is still one of my favorites. I love this. I like the brush. I like how it grips the lashes. It's always worked really well for me. I feel like mascara is super personal. Like, it's such a personal preference. Everyone's lashes are different. Everyone likes their lashes to look different. I don't feel like mascara is always a universal product that works for everyone. I hope that makes sense, because I feel like it's just based on personal preference. He is moving right now. He moves all the time. It is the best but craziest feeling. And especially the last few weeks, like his little movements and kicks and stuff have been stronger. I just love feeling him. Sometimes he's really kicking me, and then sometimes it's like I can tell he's changing positions, and then sometimes it's like there's a literal limb like gliding across the inside of my stomach. I don't know how else to explain it. It's very strange, but like in the best way. Sorry if this is the worst angle ever. I really try sometimes to like get better angles of me applying my mascara, but this is one of those things where like I need a mirror so close up because I want to be able to see precisely what I'm doing. I don't do bottom mascara all the time, but lately I have been liking it, so I went ahead and did that today. And now all we really have is lips. So I shared this lip combo in my March favorites. I love this Tarte lip liner. It's in the shade Soft Pink. I had on the Lawless Forget the Filler lip mask, which is amazing. I love applying that really at all hours of the day, but depending on how much I put on, like I'll dab any excess off before I actually do my lips, just so my lip products can go on and stay on. But I never really hear people talk about these Tarte lip liners, and I really like them. I think they have really pretty shade options. I like that it is mechanical. You can just roll it right on up. I feel like it glides right on, it stays on well. If I didn't already say it, the shade is Soft Pink. I swear pregnancy brain is so real. It's real. I don't know. I forget things all the time, or I just do like the most ridiculous things that I would not have done before. Like just forgetting what I'm saying mid-sentence, or like I can't think of words. Chris and I were at the mall the other day and we walked out of a store and I was like, we forgot our shopping bags. We didn't buy anything. Like, am I okay? I don't know. This lipstick is another favorite. It's Cream Cup by MAC. I've been using this for so long. I actually am almost out. That's all I have left. But I love this color. If you like a cool toned pink, this is definitely a gorge option. I think I will always be a MAC lipstick fan for all of time. And then this gloss is Buxom's White Russian. Another staple that I just love. It's just such a milky, creamy pink. Okay, I feel like it looks good. I feel like we're pretty glowy as is, but this is like a little, I don't want to say secret, but it's kind of like a hack that I always do. I swear by the Charlotte Tilbury powders. Like, I think their glowy powders are amazing. They're so underrated. I have one of their new palettes that's a quad like this in my cart to pick up tomorrow. But if I ever want to add some extra glow to any of my makeup looks, I will take either this pink shade or the gold shade, depending on the vibes, and just lightly tap that over. And there is something so magical about it. I can't explain it. It just brings life back into the skin. It makes you look so glowy. Let's spruce up this hair, which honestly, this hair isn't bad for being bedhead. I haven't touched it since I woke up. I just took it out of a ponytail and tucked it behind my ears. It's amazing what a little hair touch up and some jewelry can do. But this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me, getting ready together, chit-chatting, all the things. Enjoyed seeing what I am using. I seriously loved every single one of the products that I used to complete this look. so much. Could not recommend them more to you all. I, of course, will have everything linked down below if you want to check any of it out. I'll put the shade names and everything too, so it's just super easy to reference. But I love you guys so, so much. Please let me know if there is anything you want to see from me. Please let me know if there is a certain type of content that is resonating with you most right now for me as well on my page. But I appreciate you all being here. More of these are to come, and until next time.
Sweet concussion, oh, you miss my touching.